Right now at 5, scammers posing as Onalaska city officials. What to watch out for.
And a free outdoor skate park comes to Winona. How the city scored the funding.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We start with an email scam in Onalaska targeting your money.
It's so good that officials are warning residents about it. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom tonight with how it works.
If you receive an email from a city official claiming that you owe money, you should ignore it and immediately report it. According to the city, people have received emails saying that they owe the city thousands of dollars. The email contains an invoice for recipients to wire transfer the amount listed. The scam may be hard to spot because it contains employee names and the city's logo. The city's IT director says the scammer is also using real information from meeting agendas to trick people.
This one is really difficult, even from an email standpoint. The only reason why you would notice that it's not one of our emails is our emails always end in onalaskawi.gov. This email ended in @usa.gov.
The city says at least 4 people have received the email so far. And anyone that receives the email is encouraged to report it to the city. Reporting in the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Developing out of Janesville tonight, police say a family fight turns deadly. Here's what we've learned in the last hour. Around 11 a.m., police responded to Aspen Square Apartments on Pontiac Drive for a, quote, family problem. A 911 call for shots fired then followed. Police found 3 adults dead from gunshot wounds and another with critical injuries.
Paramedics respond into the scene, not knowing how much danger was there, but in an effort to try to preserve and save this individual's life. With their assistance, we were able to extract that individual and transport them to a local hospital where they are still suffering life-threatening injuries.
Chief Pearson says there's no threat to the community, but they are not identifying anyone involved. The scene is still under investigation.
The Vernon County Sheriff's Department needs your help. Someone vandalized the men's shower building at Sadie Hollow Park, ripping the sink off the wall. Sheriff Torgerson says it happened sometime between 8:30 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Taxpayer has a stake in it, but our visitors do as well, and they're upset about this because so much work goes into making and keeping these parks beautiful.
If anyone has any information, call the Vernon County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers at 608-637-TIPS.
Well, a rare unanimous decision for Wisconsin's Supreme Court. All 7 justices siding with the state attorney general. Josh Kaul sued over several lame duck laws the legislature passed in 2018, which allowed the legislature's budget committee to approve any civil settlements the attorney general's office makes. In the ruling, conservative Justice Brian Hagedorn writes that the legislature can't control litigation that Kaul legally undertakes. Kaul, in a statement today, says, quote, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be able to more efficiently resolve the cases that are impacted by this decision, including civil actions enforcing our consumer protection laws and civil actions enforcing our environmental protection laws.
2 Winona Catholic parishes will close this summer. St. Casimir and St. John Nepomucene are struggling with declining attendance and a shortage of priests. The Diocese of Winona-Rochester announced Winona has seen a 48% decline over the last 15 years.
It is difficult. Some of them have spent their entire lives in those parishes, and that's not an easy thing to lose your parish when that's the only parish you've ever known.
Doors will close in mid-July. Father Thompson says he will work with Catholic Charities to put the buildings to use.
Staying in Winona, Cotter Schools is sending out a community alert. A safety training is happening tomorrow at St. Nicholas Hall. It'll involve law enforcement, educators, and school administrators. People in the area can expect to see more police in that area. More information is posted on Cotter Schools' Facebook page.
Well, it's mostly dry Tuesday we have in store, but we do have wet weather comes back into the picture for some areas as we go into Wednesday. So some it will be quite wet. Others won't see much in the way of precipitation on Wednesday, just mainly cloud cover. All in all, probably cooler for most areas. Overall, high temperatures today, quite nice, actually in the 80s. And if you go down to Milwaukee, they actually got into the 90s because the wind came off the lake. So unusual temp there, but otherwise mainly 80s and upper 70s. Not too far from average, really. This evening should be quiet for both locations, getting back down to 73. Increasing cloud cover for La Crosse. There'll be some system that'll be approaching from the southwest. Otherwise, Claire, we're looking at temperatures just getting back down to 70. Less clouds up there, still very pleasant conditions, and overall the humidity has come down. That's your rainfall from the last 24 hours. Very spotty given the nature of the convection. Ladysmith probably the one out with some of the precipitation out there. Otherwise, very spotty otherwise. Now, if we look at the radar right now, you can see that temperatures, those are your dew points in the upper 50s to low 60s. We do have precipitation approaching from the south, but that's going to take a while, and don't expect that to really impact much. Overnight lows, 50s to the north where they won't have the clouds as much earlier. More clouds further south you go. We'll get up to the mid 60s. So later on, we'll kind of break down. We do have storms coming, nighttime storms coming, and then we also have some heat coming next weekend too. This weekend, I should say, not next weekend. We'll break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Well, Winona officials are hoping to bring the city a new skate park.
Yeah, the early price tag, more than $500,000. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is here with the story.
Minnesota recently awarded Winona a $550,000 grant to help it build that new outdoor skate park. Zach Craig owns Winona's Anthem Skate Park. He has a partnership with the city and manages its current indoor park. He's been a strong advocate for Winona getting a free outdoor skating option, saying that not everyone can afford to regularly skate at the indoor park. But thanks to that recently approved grant, he's closer to landing his dream.
The park is going to be a city park run by the city. It just so happens to be next to the indoor park, so it's conveniently going to have year-round skateboarding.
According to the Winona Post, outside of the usual ramps, the park will also include bike racks, drinking fountains, and shade covers. Craig says it couldn't come at a better time. Between 2019 and 2024, the number of Americans skateboarding jumped 40%. While they still need to raise another $80,000 before work on that skate park can get underway. Reporting in the studio, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
All right, happening around the state, Milwaukee breaking ground on a big project, the soon-to-be tallest mass timber building in North America. The Edison will be a 31-story apartment building. Inside, 400 units, a cafe, fitness center, spa, and a movie room. The tower's claim to fame, its building materials. It'll be built with mass timber and sustainable material.
Really, we see this project as more as sustainable. It's incorporating a whole bunch of different health and well-being aspects to the building to really go beyond not just the structure being sustainable, but also the residents inside living a sustainable lifestyle.
The current tallest mass timber building is the Ascent at 25 stories, and that building also happens to be in Milwaukee.
President Trump briefed on conflict in the Middle East, the latest on the president's growing frustrations with Iran.
Plus, a condiment brand to eliminate synthetic food dyes when the dyes will be gone.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Shop our huge selection of window images, blinds, and shades. Right now, pick up this room darkening cordless aluminum blind for only $12.99 after rebate. Plus, get it trimmed to width for free in-store. Stay cool and comfortable all summer long with a Pelonis air conditioner. They feature 3-in-1 comfort, meaning they cool, dehumidify, and ventilate. Pick up this portable air conditioner for just $177.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Thankfully, American Waterworks offers proven, warranted solutions. Typically less expensive than full replacement and more efficient and lightweight than mud jacking, our methods are designed to last. After all, your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
If nagging, persistent joint pain has upended your life, listen, there's a solution for long-lasting relief. No surgery, drugs, or downtime. QC Kinetics uses a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and more. QC Kinetics targets the source of your pain, not just the symptoms. Thousands of patients have experienced life-changing results, and they're right here. Find out if you're a candidate for this game-changing therapy. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, get $4,250 cash allowance. Plus, $2,250 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Well, the Middle East on edge. Iran and Israel trading strikes on the 5th day of conflict. It comes as President Donald Trump issues a warning to Iran's leader.
That reported warning that the U.S. knows where the supreme leader is hiding.
All of this happening after a critical meeting in the Situation Room. CBS's Torian Small is at the White House.
President Trump cut short his trip to the G7 summit and returned from Canada for a White House meeting with his national security team.
Not having to use telephones so much because I don't believe in telephones. Because people like you listen to them. You know? So being on the scene is much better.
The Trump administration says the U.S. is not involved in the ongoing airstrikes. Israeli military jets continue to pound targets inside of Iran. And President Trump posted on social media, "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran." Satellite images show direct hits on Iran's uranium enrichment program in Natanz.
Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple.
President Trump says the U.S. knows where Iran's supreme leader is hiding, but said America will not yet take him out. Trump added that his patience is wearing thin. Some on Capitol Hill say they're concerned American forces could be drawn into the conflict.
The president has shown restraint in the past. The president's instincts are good, and I'm hoping the president will not get involved with the war. I think if the United States actively bombs Tehran, the possibility of negotiation goes out the window.
Trump says he just wants people to be safe, and he posted a warning for people in Tehran to get out of the city. Thousands have been doing exactly that for days now. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
And fast-moving developments in the Russia-Ukraine fight. Russia carrying out a mass missile and drone attack on Kyiv. The attack has killed at least 16 people and injured over 100. Ukraine's interior minister says 400 drones and 32 missiles struck. President Volodymyr Zelensky was hoping to speak with President Trump on the sidelines of the G7 summit before he left.
Kraft Heinz removing synthetic dyes from its products. F, D, and C colors will be gone before the end of 2027. According to the company, nearly 90% of its current products are already free of those dyes. This comes after the FDA announced plans to begin phasing out petroleum-based synthetic dyes from the food industry. And Amazon announcing the dates for Prime Day. This year, it kicks off on July 8th and goes through the 11th. That's twice the typical 48 hours. The annual summer event offers deals from beauty products to electronics.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a wet morning for some of the areas. Other areas, cloud cover. We got some break Thursday, more storms, and then it comes the heat and humidity for the weekend. We'll break down the storms and show you how warm we'll get this weekend. That all coming up on the First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ashley Stars and Stripes sale is going on now. Create your stylish summer sanctuary for less with Hot Buys now just $6.99. For a limited time, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide. Shop more Stars and Stripes deals in store and online. Only at Ashley.
Behind every exciting moment at Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls, there's an incredible team making it happen. It's more than just a casino. It's about our people. Our dedicated, friendly staff create an atmosphere you'll love with warm smiles, unmatched enthusiasm, and exceptional service. They're here for one reason: you. At Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls, we're not just coworkers, we're family. Come experience the difference our team makes, where great people create great experiences.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story
story to tell. I take one's daily Jardians at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardians may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardians. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with 0% interest until 2030 when you buy in store. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Consumer Reports just named the best sunscreens for your family.
They partnered with a lab to test which products best block harmful rays. Coppertone Water Babies SPF 50 topped the lotion list.
You should be putting a teaspoon onto every part of you. A teaspoon on your face, a teaspoon on each body part, but about a shot glass worth for your body if you're in bikini time.
I like his units of measurement.
I don't.
Vines there says the best sunscreen is the one you use consistently.
Yeah, you just lather that baby on. You don't teaspoon here, teaspoon there,
put it
everywhere.
on enough so that you feel comfortable wherever you're going, in whatever part of the country you are. Because although it feels like I've seen a couple of maps, there's a heat wave of humidity.
We're definitely
enveloping a bunch of us.
Oh, for sure. We're going to definitely need that sunscreen handy this weekend. It's going to be hot, sunny, and humid, Greg.
Yeah, we definitely are going to see a first heat wave. We got to get to that point. We do have thunderstorms in between, but yeah, this weekend it does look like our first good heat wave of the summer, but it's probably not going to last too long. Now, otherwise, we have showers developing over Iowa. This activity associated with a low pressure will eventually get to I-90, but it's going to take some time to get into Crawford, areas into Iowa, northeast Iowa. Probably after midnight, you'll see some of this actually finally reach the ground, but it's very light. It really starts developing another batch as we go towards the morning commute. You can start to see 2 to 3 a.m. It starts to lift a little bit closer. So it's going to be a wet morning as we go throughout, but mainly south of I-90. Not much as you go further north. In fact, not much cloud cover really until they get later tomorrow. We'll see the cloud cover. You can see the precipitation just barely touches the cross. Further north, not going to see much in the way until the afternoon time frame, and I'll get to that in a moment. But overall, wet conditions continue for pretty much all over south of I-90 through about 2 to 3. You'll start seeing it kind of fade away, diminishing. But then there's going to be a little bit of sunshine, at least up into areas of Eau Claire, which could develop another line or a couple lines of some showers in a few weak thunderstorms too. That's where the chance for northern areas to see some precipitation tomorrow is probably more in the afternoon time frame, but that's scattered in nature, not this widespread rain. That'll continue through about the evening, and then things start to calm down towards Wednesday night, going into Thursday. Rain amounts, really there's going to be a sharp cutoff to this. Not much of anything further north. Now in the afternoon time frame, there could be some spotty areas picking up precipitation, but widespread, decent amounts of rain, especially to get down towards the Wisconsin River area where they could pick up an inch plus of rainfall. So quite a bit of difference too. Most areas won't see it, half of the areas will. Now temperatures tomorrow, cooler south, a little bit warmer north just because of the cloud cover and precipitation, but overall pretty seasonable for most areas. Now the thing going on before we get to the heat is we got a boundary that's going to be overhead probably Thursday night through Saturday morning, somewhere in the area. That really is nighttime storms to develop along this. So we're going to get through those 2 days or nights of storms before we get to the heat. And yes, we do have storms. The first one's going to be coming Thursday, late night into Friday. A little bit of activity maybe Thursday, but it should be fairly quiet Thursday. It's really Thursday night when you start seeing a wave that will develop. And here's a line of thunderstorm complex that will develop from the Dakotas, ride southeast across the area. This could be a morning commute type of thunderstorm activity, which is very typical in this pattern to see that. That comes through. That's round one. We have another round potentially Friday into Saturday morning. So a couple rounds. These could be strong. Could have heavy rainfall too. Unfortunately, we can't really time that out until we get really close to the event. Then the weekend, yeah, the heat index could be in the danger category. We could be over 100. Combine the 90s with the 70 dew points. That's what we're going to look for the weekend right now. The heat risk, if you look at this right now, as we go through Friday, Saturday gets up to the major categories. We're talking heat indices 1 to 105. That'll continue for Sunday. Could be even hotter to just to the south. And then Monday we'll start seeing a little bit shift as another system approaches. That means we're going to get more active as we go to next week. Now going back to temperatures Thursday, a little bit warmer, but still not too bad. When we get to Friday, that's when the humidity starts increasing a little bit. We're back up into the mid-80s potentially. And then as we go throughout the 8-day forecast, you can see temperatures mid-90s, heat indices 1 to 105 on both days, and breezy too. And then following that, we might be dealing with a lot of rainfall, a lot of storm activity coming Tuesday and Wednesday. So overall, enjoy the nice, comfortable temperatures because it's going to get unbearable, at least for me too, as we get towards this weekend.
Sure looks that way. All right, Greg, thank you. Still to come, sometimes you just have to dance.
A graduation speaker you may recognize showing off his moves mid-ceremony.
A new study shows a link between a dad's mental health and their kids' development. Tomorrow on News 8 Now This Morning, we'll have more on that connection.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Planning a home renovation? Save money and time by calling Habitat for Humanity's Reclaim Program. Habitat will remove your cabinets, flooring, windows, appliances, and more for free. Habitat sells reclaimed items at the Restore rather than sending it to the landfill. With Reclaim, you can save money, go green, and support Habitat. To schedule your free Reclaim service, go to habitatlacrosse.org/reclaim.
At Vernon Memorial Healthcare, we believe in your birth, your way. From prenatal visits to postpartum care, we provide continuous support, respect your birth plan, and ensure a smooth transition from pregnancy to parenthood. With expert lactation consultants and a comforting home-like environment, we're here for you before, during, and after delivery. Vernon Memorial Healthcare, where your journey is in caring hands.
We see you out there building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like $5 off assorted Roundup multi-use pump sprayers, 20% off signature licensed auto accessories. Rewards members save 25%. And new at Blaine's, AgriMaster pelleted pine bedding, just $5.99 a bag. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Hey guys, it's Brody from Great River Harley Davidson. I'm here to invite you to our grand reopening anniversary party on Saturday, June 21st. Come check out our fully renovated dealership with enhanced parts, award-winning service, and trend-setting apparel department. On June 21st, we'll have Brian Simpson from 95.7 emceeing our ribbon cutting. We have a bike blessing, hog roast, music by Brian Stein, and much, much more. Join us June 21st for Great River's grand reopening and anniversary party.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Good day to be a Wildcat because Steve Carell celebrated Northwestern's graduating class with a dance party.
The Office star was delivering the commencement after receiving an honorary degree when he broke into dance. You can see him shimmying with the dean to That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. Carell went on to remind the graduates to, quote, just dance sometimes.
Okay.
Wonderful advice.
Yeah, when he first started, I'm like, it's a little lackluster dance moves. But then getting the dean involved, now he's crowdfunding people to get Oh my gosh.
fun would it be to have him?
Oh,
That's
it'd
a
be the
wild
best.
time. I know they always have celeb commencement speakers, but he looks like he topped all of their performances, it seems like.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer. Discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Duramax outdoor sheds provide plenty of storage space and are built to last with durable all-weather vinyl construction. Get this 7x7 shed, just $649.99 after rebate. Create the lawn of your dreams with Menards premium weed and feed fertilizer. It's designed to control more than 200 types of weeds and covers up to 5,000 square feet. Right now, just $9.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow. And ultimately, help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy. We want every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Lick the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah!
You might say, Rochester, Minnesota. Really? We say yes. Really. Home of Minnesota's highest rated beer. Really. A booming live music scene. Really. One of the country's top rated speakeasies. Really. An oyster bar that farms its own exclusive oysters from the coast of Maine. Really. The perfect blend of big city experiences with small town convenience. This is Rochester, Minnesota. Really.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
All right, tonight should be mainly quiet for both areas. We could see a little bit of shower activity close to La Crosse or south as we get towards the morning commute, but overall cooler to the north because of less clouds. Tomorrow, it's wet for south of I-90, getting warmer, and then, yes, the heat and humidity comes back.
Heat is on. Yep, that does it for us at 5.